Now, you have worked with, at a time when Shah Rukh went global, when Karan Johar entered cinema, when Aamir began delivering his big hits. That phase is something when you really blossomed into a big star. So, just as a matter of curiosity, when you have worked with Salman, with Aamir, and with Shah Rukh, what is it that you picked up from each one of them?
So I think from Amir, I'll start with Amir because I did Gulam first with him. I think when I met Amir, when I saw him work in Gulam, and I'd already, as a young girl, I had watched Qayamat Se Qayamat Tak, and I was really, um, I think, kind of had this, crush sort of, the language that we all use, this love for somebody on screen. And he was really cute in QSQT. And
He
I
was
loved
he
and I
was
loved
part.
Juhi also equally. I think I crushed on Juhi as well. But they were just so wonderful in that film. I remember as a young girl watching Qayamat Se Qayamat Tak, and what a beautiful story. It was so heartbreaking, but such beautiful songs, and it was one of those things for us while growing up, like this generation has a Sayyara and we had QSQT. So, so I guess it was, one of, the young actor coming in, and obviously with when I was signed on for Gulam, I was like, oh my God, I'm going to be working with Aamir Khan, who's such a big star. But what I realized as a teen at that time when I worked with him was the kind of dedication that he brought on set. The fact that he, was giving so much of himself to each shot. The kind of sincerity and perseverance that, he went with in his career. I think those were things that I kind of imbibed because those were my earlier years, earlier on years. I was like watching, I was learning. So I think it was a very positive influence in my life as an actor. Then from there, I went on to work with Shah Rukh. And similarly, I had seen him in DDLJ, as a young girl. And it was DDLJ released in 1995. And I remember shooting my first film, Raja Ki Aagi Barat, in 1995. And so it was like working with these two big mega stars. And what I found really endearing about both of them is that Shah Rukh comes with this energy, and he's so gentle and sensitive with, women. Literally, I was like a baby. Like, he still calls me baby because I'm literally a baby in front of him and in front of Aamir. I was, hardly 18 when I worked with them. Just to see them the way they are, like obsessed with that shot. Even Shah Rukh, it's like he really perseveres to, give that his best. Like that one shot will be there, but he'll want to do the best for that. So these were like literally my teachers on set. Like Vikram, my first director in Gulam, Karan, with the kind of wisdom and the kind of command he came with being the first film. Like you wouldn't realize that that was Karan's first film. He was so sure about what he wanted.
Yeah.
So these were things that I kind of, took back in my career. Hadn't I worked with probably a few actors who were not that interested, maybe my trajectory could have been, completely different. But I was lucky enough to work with them who were equally very serious about their work. And then, of course, I met Salman, and it was a 360 degree because his you know, his dedication towards his craft is completely different because he comes with this attitude where you believe that he is not really there, but he's very much there, and people can mistake that for somebody who's so like he won't show it, because Salman comes with that swag, he comes with that attitude, and he's just so good looking that when he walks on set, you're like, oh my God, who is this person? He's so good looking. So Salman came with his, bindas attitude. And, he was just so so casual about the whole thing. But again, his craft, he works really hard, but probably you don't recognize it because he doesn't let anybody probably enter that zone for people to know that he works that hard. I think it's all in his mind, but he's all there because he's contributing, he's talking about the scenes, he's wanting to do something different, so he's always wanting to excel.
Right.
So it's just that three of them, stalwarts in their own right, but very different in the way they approach their work. But similarly, all three of them are equally committed, equally passionate about cinema and their work, and they're equally like lovable.
Right.
Like for me, I would say I love all three of them equally, and they all have their, like there's a special corner in my heart which will always be there for them, always.